I'm just a singer, a natural born guitar ringer, kind of a clinger to sad old songs. I'm not a walk behind. I'm a new note finder, but my name's a reminder of a blues man that's already gone. So I started drinking, took things and messed up my thinking. I was sure sinking when you came along. I was alone in the hot lights, not too much left inside, but you changed all that in one night. You sang me the song. Hey baby, I love you. Hey baby, I need you. Hey baby, you ain't got to prove to me you're some kind of macho man. Wasted so much of your life running through the dark night. Let me shine some love light down on the blues man. God, I love that song. You guys remember that one? The Blues Man by Hank Jr. Oh man, how you guys doing out there? It's Uncle Larry, just home from another session, day 2 of 5 days at the legendary Ocean Way Studios in Nashville, Tennessee. And man, the other night when we played that gig, you know, that little pickup R&B gig I told you about, my favorite part of the whole night, we were playing all these old Al Green songs and shit like that, and funky kind of, you know, old R&B, kind of obscure stuff that not a lot of people know. But right in the middle of it, Nicky G just took his bass and started playing that Blues Man song right in the middle of the show. Man, it got me. Just reminded me what an amazing song that is. And also too, you know, that thing I started, remember that old riff that I kicked off this video with? I've been playing that. I got, when I was a kid at my mom's bar, growing up, you know, when I was real young, there was a jukebox in there. And God, those songs, I was there so much at her bar, you know, when I was growing up, because I used to go there during the summer when I wasn't in school, because she couldn't afford a babysitter and stuff. So I'd be hanging out there all day. And all the regulars and drunks and everything in this little neighborhood tavern, their jukebox just played songs of that time, which would have been like 1977, roughly. And I remember those songs so vividly. Like that Blackfoot song, Highway Song, was one of those tunes, you know. And you know, I mean, a lot of people think of this Blackfoot as sort of like poor man's Skinner, you know, it's got the rave up at the end like Freebird and all that stuff. But you got to admit, that's a good riff right there. And I'll tell you what I really like about this Blackfoot song, Highway Song, is the fucking lead guitar bit that comes in halfway through the intro. It's like the perfect bar band rock guitar tone, and his note choice of the lead bit, I'll play it for you in a second. It just kills me. It's the I mean, I know, you know, a lot of you guys might think this is kind of cheese or whatever, but check this shit out. Like, listen to this tone. Coming up. Right here. I mean, if I could ever play something half that great in my life, I would be thrilled. I don't know, even know the guy's name that played that or whatever, but I played that record for my kids in the car when we were driving around, and my son, Marshall, is such a little critic. He's like, God, the vocal is so loud. Let's listen to that song. He's like, whoever produced that sucks. But he liked the riff. He likes the slide part. He likes that slide. That lick, that whole thing is deceptively harder than you think it is. I thought it was way easier, and I just learned it a minute ago. And there's a lot of little tricks in there that I didn't know. I thought he went. He doesn't do that. He goes, which is fucking cool. And right here, I thought he was going. But he goes. Actually, he doesn't even do that hammer on the next one. And a Beatles B7 chord with the open E on top, which is pretty fucking cool. That's pretty awesome. Ricky Medlock, good shit, man. All right, so let's see. What do I got to talk about? Thanks for all the kind words about last night's video where I played that old K's Choice song. Man, that song is close to my heart, very special, and I appreciate all the kind words from you guys, and that's very cool. I think a lot of you. I was amazed at how many people actually knew it. I was really surprised, and because they weren't really very popular, like in where I was in Nashville. I mean, every time I ever mention that band, nobody knows the fuck I'm talking about. But man, very cool. And a lot of you guys did pretty well on the pop quiz about if you think you're a homeschooler, and I was really surprised. What's the one guy's name? One guy just nailed all 10 questions. I didn't even know the answers to these, to be honest. What's his name? Let me look it up here. Bear with me. Had a fun time at the session today. Day 2. What a band. These guys are really good. And it's really great to play with people of that caliber. My God. You know, being a session player is harder than you think it is. I'm just telling you. You get thrown curveballs that you just, it takes 30 years of experience to be able to handle. Everyone listens to these records that come out of Nashville and think, hell, I could do that, you know. It sounds pretty easy to me, and then you actually get in there and you're working with somebody like Joey Moy, who's just throwing you, making you jump through all kind of hoops, you know, in a good way. He knows what he's doing. And man, you got to be like an Iron Man to do that shit. I'm telling you, man. And it only comes from years of doing it. I was talking with Jimmy Sloas, the bass player, about that today. He was talking about how like some of the things he does over there on the bass that look so easy are actually so difficult to get it to feel and sound just right, you know. And it's like, that goes for everybody on every instrument. Recording is not easy, man. I'm just saying. Who was this guy that nailed these questions? What is his name? I'm trying to find some, because I was very impressed. He did the best of anybody on the. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm failing miserably here. Oh, Patrick McNally. Shout out to Patrick McNally. He got all 10 questions right and just buried them. I forgot that I almost called the show Tom Time. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, but homeschooling's cooler. And I do remember in a really early episode, I mentioned homeschooling, and then somebody said, yeah, you should spell it with a K. I don't know who said that, but one of you guys out there did that, and I stole that idea from you. So whoever that was, props to you, if you can remember. But yeah, let me show you a little something here, okay? You know, let's just talk about the brilliance of this Hank Williams song, okay? I know you guys, there's probably a lot of people out there who don't like Bocephus or whatever, but for his political reasons or whatever, but come on, man. He was a badass songwriter and singer, but let's just talk about the music. I mean, this is a simple song, a G chord, an A minor, and a D7 over F sharp, right? But on the track, the piano player, I don't know who played it, but just came up with the hook of the century, okay? Let me find it here for you. See, little things like this are what make being a session man the shit. When you can come up with something like this, okay, you know that whoever played this just came up with this on the session, and Hank was probably like, yeah, cool, that's good, and never should be credited, and no one cares who it was, but when he gets to the chorus, check it out. First of all, let's just hear the phase guitar on the intro, which I fucking love. That's probably Hank playing that. Might be Reggie Young playing guitar on there too.
I'm just a singer, a natural born guitar ringer.
God, I'd kill to be able to sing like that. Okay, now check this out. When he gets to the chorus. All right, right here. Okay.
Started drinking.
Second verse. These riffs.
I was sure sinking.
Killer.
When you came along, I was alone in the hot light.
A little bit out of the pocket. Perfect.
But she changed all that in one night when she sang me this song. Hey baby, I love you. Hey baby, I need you. Hey baby.
Yeah, I mean, those little hooks and things like that people come up with, like, you know, that's kind of your job when you're a session man. You got to, like, come up with little things that weren't there. And, like, I sort of have made a whole career out of sort of come up with these little things that just, little melodies and little riffs and hooks that just sort of show up, you know, in between the vocals and in certain places. And it's like, I find great joy personally in hunting those things down, and it's a really good feeling when you can come up with like a little hook like that just really helps the song sort of move along and retain its interest, you know what I mean? But that's about it. And then I'm gonna say one last thing. I've been sort of on a mid-90s kick. I'm going back to these old songs I used to listen to in the mid-90s. I don't know why I'm getting very nostalgic, and like I busted out Delamitri today. Remember that old song called Tell Her This? Jesus God, what an amazing song. And I started looking up at that band. I didn't really know much about them, you know, but that guy that writes and sings those songs, Justin Curry, I think is his name, so talented. Oh my God. I mean, I found a live version of him doing Tell Her This, and it's like one of the most amazing live vocals I've ever heard in my life. I'm going to post a link to it. Old nostalgic Larry taking you back to the mid-90s here. But I hope you guys are all doing great out there, and you know, keep it cool, you know what I'm saying? Peace out, y'all. Talk to you soon. Class dismissed.